Does anyone want to start a dog mom talk? Let me know.
He was old, deaf, toothless. For a long time, no one noticed him, not even once. Applications came for others, but his name sat untouched on the adoption list, like a forgotten page in a book no one wanted to read. It was as if the world had quietly decided he was no longer worth saving. And yet, that's when Arthur's real story began, the story of how even the most overlooked souls can still discover love. Arthur had spent years wandering the streets of Tiana. His fur was tangled, his eyes dull, his body weary. By the time the rescue team found him, it was clear he wouldn't survive much longer on his own. Friends Rescue took him in, giving him food, shelter, and care. But weeks turned into months, and months stretched into almost a year. No one came for him. Maybe it was his age. Maybe it was the silence of his deafness. Maybe it was simply that, compared to younger and livelier dogs, he seemed too ordinary. Whatever the reason, people walked by, never stopping, never seeing the gentle heart beneath the worn-out body. But the day I saw him, everything changed. I didn't see just an old, fragile dog. I saw someone waiting to be loved. Bringing Arthur home was not easy at first. He was suspicious, hesitant, almost afraid to exist. He had never been given a reason to trust. Gentle touches made him flinch. Silence felt heavy to him, like an old enemy. Watching him curl into corners broke my heart, so I gave him what time at the shelter could not: patience, peace, and unconditional love. Slowly, Arthur began to change. First, he watched me from across the room. Then he crept closer. One night, he rolled over on his back, gazing at me as if to ask, "Is it really safe now?" That look will stay with me forever. During the day, Arthur wanders the house like a quiet explorer, claiming every room as his own. At night, though, he presses into me, soft and still, as if whispering, "I trust you." And when fear creeps in, he leans gently against my legs, not desperately, but just enough to say, "I'm unsure, but I know you're here." Because Arthur is deaf, we created our own language. A tap on the shoulder means wake up. A pat on the chest means let's go. A light stroke means you're safe. At first, even these signals startled him. But with time, he learned to recognize them. Now, when I touch his shoulder in sleep, he flinches only for a moment before relaxing into my hand. No one knows exactly how old he is. Vets estimate somewhere between 15 and 18. But in his eyes, I see not just years, but a lifetime of survival, of waiting, of carrying both pain and strength. And I can't help but wonder how many nights he spent cold and alone, never knowing the warmth of human affection. Arthur is gentle, brave, a soul filled with quiet dignity. My only regret is that I didn't find him sooner. But now I will spend every remaining day making sure he feels safe, cherished, and loved in the way he always deserved. Because in the end, Arthur's story isn't just about rescue. It's about hope, about healing, and about the simple truth that love, when finally found, can change everything.